Hey Pinky Crew, welcome back to another BlissScape video. Let's start the video off with another giveaway. Last video I put in a little secret and that secret was found by one person by the time of the giveaway. That person was Phil. This video does not have a secret, so don't worry about finding one this time. I'll be changing the way of the giveaways from here on out to make it fair for all. I cut it down to 2 days to comment, but that may not be enough. I'll reveal the winners at the beginning of the next video, then give out the prizes, meaning you guys have a fair bit of time. Anyhow, Phil found the secret, meaning he got himself a green Santa hat. That was an additional little giveaway, and one that was a secret for a reason. I still give the 20 mystery boxes out too. However, this was done on a spin the wheel. It was between Phil, Checked and Crystal. I spun it and Checked won. I let Checked know of their win, but they had nominated Villain to have it instead. Therefore, the 20 mystery boxes went to Villain. Huge congrats to you. I logged into PrimYT and decided that I needed to sell a couple of bits of scrap and open up my 10 mystery boxes. Unfortunately, nothing good. They all went to the collector and I got some points. I then checked my money situation and saw I was a broke bitch. I went over to thieving and got me some money. I thought 1.2 mil was a good amount for the moment, as I might need it, or I might not. I decided to get some fishing and cooking done. I started with sharks. I caught them, cooked them, caught them, cooked them, and repeated this process for a little bit. Once I had enough of the sharks, I decided to go get some bait and chill in the donator zone. I got tons of cave fish and hit 99 fishing. Obviously, I needed to do the counterpart. I did as many as I could, every last bit of them, but unfortunately it got me to 98 cooking. But I got more cave fish. I finally got my cooking level to 99 as well. Now for future endeavours, I have myself 393 cave fish as a food source. The next thing I wanted to start was farming. I hate farming, but I needed to start it if I want 99 everything. So I planted taruman seeds in all herb patches. I used the compost to also get myself the composter achievement. I then went to get myself some pots, not knowing I could have just used a bloody shop, and tried to plant some trees, but I just wasn't a high enough level. So what do whilst I wait for the farm stuff to grow? I think it would be best to get the helmet from the axe. I found out that it gives you a boost in melee, not necessarily ranged. However, it was almost as good in defense wise as the Dragon Med helm that I got, but it gave me +3 in strength. The Dragon Med helm gave me nothing, and would you look at that, it dropped. It took 151 kills, but I got it done. I decided to get a little more range done. I used the sling and it wasn't great at all, but I was enjoying it weirdly enough. I got bored of that real fast though and decided to use the crystal key I managed to get. Then I got a smashing 81 dragon bones. I wasn't going to randomly bury these ones though. These needed at least a little more of a special treatment. I logged into my main and opened my player owned home and let my PrimYT account use the altar. Yes, it wasn't lit, but it was much more than shoving it in the ground. I sacrificed all the bones and ended up with 75 prayer. Dragon bones are no joke and it helped me a ton. I then decided that it was time to go and try some magic. I don't have many runes or anything of the such, so I started out with the Staff of Air. I then used the first air spell until level 41 when I went to go and get some mystic armor. Then finally bought some runes to use a more powerful air spell. I found myself a second helm from the axe at a kill count of 161. Just 10 kills after my initial first drop. I got myself to level 64 and checked on some crops. They were ready for the picking. I picked them all and placed them all back down. I finished with level 47 in farming. I then decided that I should go ahead and try to do some herb lore. I tried to look for grimy guams in what drops booklet, but couldn't find much that was fast. So I decided to check the player-owned stores. I wanted to desperately start it, and Baby Fox clearly wanted to break me with the grimy guam being 50 bloody thousand. I got started though, and got up to level 34 herb lore by making the attack potions. I then went to the herb lore shop, not realizing there was one, and finding out that Baby Fox just likes to make people bankrupt when you can buy 5 pieces for 60 GP each to get started. I went to make the next potion, which was the defense potion. I got 10 of them, which took me to level 48. I looked at the next thing to make and got myself some tar. I thought, by not reading it properly, that I needed to make some unfinished Taramin potions, which was incorrect. So I went to get some more Taramin, and Gem Trader also wants to make people bankrupt, but this time I didn't add it into a potion. I cleaned them all, tried adding the swamp tar to the Taramin, and nothing interesting happened. I gave up. I hate herb lore. I can't even tell what's coded, so I can't tell if I'm doing something wrong. My take from that is if it's in the skill guide, it should work, but that's not gonna happen. Either way, I carried on and started runecraft. I went to the donator zone, I got rune essence, went to the air altar and got myself level 34 on my first run. I needed one more level. So I got to level 35 and then went over to the chaos altar, which took me to level 44. I went and did nature runes right after and got to level 49. I then set a waypoint. It worked nicely. I got back to DZ, teleported, and easily done. Level 52. I thought on my main account I have a waypoint to the altar at ZMI, so I'd go over on my Prim YT and try to set one, only to realise I was not allowed to set a waypoint there. Apparently, it's only a god rank donator or above that's allowed to set one. Another one of my plans are shot. But I got to level 56 and left runecrafting there. I thought I'd go ahead and start Hunter. I started with a Crimson Swift that was very quick to level up and only needed 2 birds, then went to do some tropical wagtails. I finished that with level 33, quick, simple and easy. I then needed some money to go and get construction started, so I stole some money in gems. I bought a house, went to see what I needed to make the first item in place, and got to work. A couple planks and a few nails later, I made my first chair. I then removed it after getting level 20 straight away, and made a rocking chair in its place. This took me to level 29. At this point, I have no more level 1s. I have several levels and everything, and this was the end of my first night. I logged back into Prim YT the next day and decided to do some yaks to get another helmet. Unfortunately, I had no luck, but I got better combat stats at least. As I was on a bit of a dry streak, I decided to go on to Slayer. I was given some fire giants as my first task of the day. My first kill gave me a Slayer casket. However, I didn't open it and continued to grind the Slayer task at hand. I got myself the bone drops, some coins and such, then opened my casket. It gave me just under a mil. Yet again, GP is GP, and I ain't complaining. I continued to grind out the task and finally completed it. I took all 71 big bones back to my main account's player-owned home and got as much XP out of them as I could. I went to try and get some Ganodermic armor, however I needed to be level 95, so Slayer is what I needed to do. I went to the store in the Polypod dungeon and bought myself some mycelium armor for when I eventually get Ganoflakes. I started to kill a bunch of the other creatures to find some Ganoflakes and I ended up finding some flakes, but I didn't realize that I was picking up Griffolic flakes and not Gano. God damn, it was at this point Ball said I dropped something, 6,500 Ganoflakes. I was able to get the Ganodermic legs and torso. Thanks, Ball. I went back to Slayer. I got some Aberrant Spectres. I also found out that I probably don't need the nose peg, but I can't be certain on that one. I managed to get another Slayer casket too. I opened the casket and got a whopping 2.7 million. That's the numbers I want more of. I got another casket not long after, but it only gave me 760,000. Still, As before, GP is GP. I went to go see if I could learn how to make a Slayer helmet, but wasn't actually able to as I needed a lot more points than I thought. So I went back to my task and continued to slay as many as I could. Then I got yet another casket. I opened it at home and managed to find 3.2 million. This is insane, as the maximum you can get from a Slayer casket is 3.5 million. I finally finished my Slayer task. I went to get another task, but then it said I had a dragon task. I don't have a good one-handed weapon, so I tried one kill with the anti-fire and magic prayer, but that was still hard to do. So I went to try get some better armor and a good one-handed weapon. I went ahead and tried to see if I could get a Verak flail. And my first chest wasn't great. I got some runes, I got 100,000, and I got some food. My second chest was even worse. Not even any money this time. My third chest was as bad as my second chest. My fourth chest was as bad as my second and third chest. My luck in Barrows is awful right now. And then my fifth chest was similar to my first chest. Either way, it was still bad. And my sixth chest is where I said, this is the one. But it really wasn't. I went 6 Barrows run continuously and got absolutely nothing worthy. I then finally went to see if someone had a flail that I could buy, and test came in clutch. I got it. My hopes were high. Then I put my anti-dragon shield on, ready to go. Then I found out, even though I'm literally holding the flail with one hand, with plenty of room for a shield to be held, the flail was a two-handed item. That makes 0 sense. I knew I needed some more combat stats. I went to grind for some more. I also wanted to go and get myself a lamp to get 85 Slayer in order to fight abyssal demons and get myself a whip. I tried many ways to get a lamp to help me as I wanted this dragon task. I fought a fair few black demons, got some more prayer XP, but nothing much from there. I went home and chopped a ton of ivy. I didn't get anywhere, no whip away, no strange shrine, and no lamp. I decided to get the key pieces I've gained over time and use the crystal keys to see what I'd get. I got 77 chin chompers and some cowhide. Right after this, I decided to go check up on my herbs. They're ready. I'm gonna get loads of herbs, do loads of herb lore. Do? What do you mean 2? The fuck? I got more on my next patch, so I started getting happy again. Getting ready for some good grimy cleaning. 2? Again? Farming is shit. Let's hope the next one's better. Toad flax is a scam confirmed. I went over to the trees and a willow tree gave me 100,000 XP. Herbs are nothing compared to trees. Even though herbs are used in herb lore and I'd love to get some, farming doesn't bloody get me there, so I'm gonna have to go bankrupt to get some. I did my oak tree and that was it. I need to do many more trees. That's 99s right there. I decided after some farming that I'd go to use the chinchompers that I got from the crystal key chest and go do some more ranged. I got to level 56 and ran out of ammunition. As I ran out, I wanted to go back to Slayer. I knew that I couldn't do the black dragon task without it being hard to complete. I didn't want to use a dragon simi as that would have taken too long, so I decided to cancel the task. That gave me an achievement though. My next task was to kill a bunch of desert strike worms. I got through a fair few until I got a Slayer casket, which gave me a nice 500k. I then got teleported away later on, came back with a lamp, and you already know that lamp was going on herb lore. I continued my task until I completed it. I then realized that I'm level 85 in Slayer. You already know, level 85 Slayer, Abbey demons have to get that whip ASAP. Now this took demon after demon and almost 99 strength. But after almost an hour, I finally got it. I got the Abyssal Whip. It took me 55 kills to get my first whip. This was huge as I finally was able to use a one-handed weapon and some sort of shield. this is finally worth it when I get the black dragons or any type of dragons again. I finished my night with pure satisfaction. I started the day with high hopes. I thought to myself, I got an Abbey whip, I'm gonna get something today from a Barrows drop. I need to after the runs I've had. I had a cracking chest. I got Darok's plate body, my first Barrows piece in 66 Barrows kills. I knew my luck was great right now. I thought, if I got a top, what's the chance I'll get some bottoms in the next few runs? Pfft. Second run back-to-back Barrows chest. Darok's legs and Carol's top. That's me done for Barrows. My luck was through the roof on this back-to-back 3 Barrows piece run. After speaking with some of the members of the community, I decided that a Dragon Defender is one of the better options for melee, so that's exactly what I set out to find. I bought some added armor to fight against first, and it was surprisingly easy. I soon upgraded to Rune, got myself an achievement, got myself 400 tokens, and decided to take a trip to the top floor. Just after 5 kills, I got myself a Bronze Defender. I started getting these fast, Iron, Steel, Black, and Mithril. Unfortunately, I only had about 50 tokens left, and I just knew that I had to come back after I got some more, as Adamant Defender just did not want to drop. I got back to grinding another 400 tokens to go back to the top floor. I'm confident that with these 400, I'm getting that Dragon Defender. I already spent over 10 minutes on getting the Addy Defender alone. It didn't look fantastic for me, but I had faith. Not too many kills after, I got the Rune drop. It's all down to the last defender now. After being in a room for another 25 minutes, I completed the task. I got a Dragon Defender and I got 1,000,000 coins along with an achievement. When I asked for what offhand item I should use, I was recommended the Dragon Fire Shield. So I thought my luck today has been nuts, and I just got the Dragon Defender in 650 tokens. I think I'll see if I can get one. After 30 minutes, I didn't really get far. I got a few drops, a lot of bones, but nothing more. At the end of my trip at Skeletal Wyverns, my attack, strength, defense, and constitution were all at 97. Literally after a quick bank trip, I decided to go rock crabs. I was going to finish off my melee stats. I wanted these clear, gone, 99s. I felt like the rock crabs were not enough. I needed more. So I went back to the yaks for a little bit until I thought to myself, this would be good with Slayer still. Why am I not doing it? So I went to Duradel and got myself 63 mutated Jadinkos for a task. This was a beautiful task, especially as I had a chance for a whip upgrade drop. I found a casket and it gave me an astonishing 3.3 million. Like before, the maximum you can get is 3.5. So for me to get that much is crazy. Not long after, I found a casket and it got me a nice 2 million. Then another one for 2.8. After whipping away for a long time, I finally got my first Combat 99, Constitution. 2 minutes after, I got 99 defense, followed by 99 strength, followed by 99 attack. I'd finally accomplished my main 99s that I wanted to do since starting this account. I still want to get Slayer to 99, but that's going to take some time still. I still continued with Slayer to get as high as a level as I could. I finished my Jadinko task and got 150 points due to 10 tasks finished. I then got assigned some Black Demons, which went down a treat. Easy to kill, drops good prayer XP, and I didn't have to worry about much. I also got another casket, not too far into my task, and got another 2.8 million. I found another one that gave me 3.1 million. My luck with these caskets in this video has been insane. I found another one, which would be my last one of the day, and it gave me a lovely 1 million GP. I finished my Black Demon task. I went home, healed, used my XP lamp on Herblore to get to 55, and ended my Slayer task with 90 Slayer. And that's where I decided to call it a night at the lovely home campfire. Thanks for watching, Pinky Crew. Don't forget to join the giveaway with a like and a comment of your in-game name. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.